How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. How was the weekend, gents? Weekend, ladies and gents. Got some ladies as Miles, good morning, my brother.
Good morning, my G. How are you doing?
Good, man.
Chad, what's happening? Fresh Monday morning.
Alrighty, Chad. We're going to get going very shortly. Big one tomorrow. I feel like there's a little bit of weightiness to that election. Let's just check in the chat. Who do you guys, if you could, who would you guys be voting for? Just drop a T or a K so we can know. Just want to see where the chat is at. Got some T-birds. Alright, a lot of T's. Oh my goodness. Alright, make America great again. Damn, Chad. Alright, Zuma, let's go. Let's go. Alright, okay, so we've got a lot of capitalists here. Guys that support capitalism. Alrighty. Alright, Chad, let's get straight into it. Daylight saving times ends today. Alright, so the NYSE stream is starting at 4 p.m. South African Standard Time, or 4 p.m. GMT +2. So just get ready for the rest of the year. London starting an hour later than usual, and also NYSE. But before that, let's get straight into the prayer here this morning. Bible says if you do not know how to pray, you can pray a very simple prayer that goes a little like this. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. And if you believe it, you can drop an amen right now in the chat.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, let's get straight into the charts here this morning, Chad. Miles, you're not looking at anything specifically
Not right now,
okay.
brother. So you can do your thing, and then I'll hop on as soon as you're done.
I know this man is usually ready, that trigger finger, really like, just wants to...
Yeah, we stuck a keeper right now, so I'm going to let Market do its thing.
Okay, Chad, daylight savings, as mentioned, tomorrow, election. All of the guys are heading to the polls tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. It is tomorrow, eh?
Yeah, 5th of November.
Yeah. So that is tomorrow. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a spicy one. Today, relatively straightforward, just some PMIs coming out of the Eurozone. Later on, we've got some US data, some bond auctions going on there, 3 and 6 month bond auctions. Presidential election there, you can see it all day. We've got the rate decision out of Australia. Then also we've got ECB's Christine Lagarde quite late on. Then we've got some services PMI. NFP, massive miss. We're going to dive into that as well a little bit later this week. Then Wednesday, a lot of PMIs coming out of the Eurozone. Lagarde on again. I don't know if this is some type of summit again. Yeah, it looks like it is some type of summit this week. Thursday, we've got, not too much, quite a bit of Chinese data that's obviously going to affect us here locally. Thursday, Bank of England interest rate decision expected to cut by 0.25. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember earlier on, a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago, when they were super hawkish and saying that inflation was an issue. Now inflation and everything has softened in the UK, so I think that's why you're going to see that 0.25 coming out. All right, and then also FOMC on the same day, so it's a big week for the US, Chad. We've got the presidential election, we've got the FOMC, and then Friday, what do we have on Friday? Canadian employment data, similar to what we see for NFP. That is on Friday for Canada. And then the one I love, Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index, quite a heavy release. So we're going to see what happens there. Let me just change the song we will get anxiety. All right, straight into sure.
I was gonna say they're like, damn, okay,
Dude,
Monday morning
that
we're going on.
That was
We're
way
going
too.
hard.
Chad, okay, straight into the weekly. Dollar index for me, I'm going to be neutral on the weekly, purely due to two reasons. I cannot be bearish on one single weekly candle that has closed bearish, because we are still currently in a bullish market cycle here on the dollar, all right? One thing I do need to note is that we need to monitor this previous weekly low. That's going to be quite a critical level, because this could have all just been a liquidity sweep to start pumping for the rest of the week. All right, what is NCS doing to us? From a daily perspective, Friday's daily close, super bullish, now gapping down, taking that previous daily low. So again, everything's going to be bound around this previous daily low, and the lower time frames are going to give us some context. All right, there's Asia lows. Here's your weekly S1 already. So two zones for me real quick here. This zone going into the early session now today. After that, your daily S1. And I do think the bulls will start taking control above here, because there's your 200 EMA on the 5 minute. And then I want to say, if we start rejecting this weekly S1, we could go bearish. But the big one for me going into the rest of the session is going to be down here. All right, this is where the bears are really going to start taking some control here. If we start doing something like this, then things are going to get quite spicy to the downside for the dollar. US 30 real quick weekly. Let's check out the weekly. Last week closing bearish, all right, so a little bit of no man's land. I'm still going to be bearish. Last week I was bearish on the week, pure due to that bearish engulfing. This week I'm still going to be bearish. Why? Because two weekly bearish candles have now confirmed that resistance up there for me on the weekly time frame. The daily now for me quite interesting. We are bearish on the daily. We spoke about this in depth. If you go on a line chart, there was your first break of structure earlier in the month, last month. And now we've been taking out lows, all right? So we are now busy breaking structure lower. And up until we don't take out a lower high, this is still bearish order flow. We don't have to guess. We can see it with our own eyes. And now the next area of past support, now future resistance is up here. As long as we trade below that, we can still go lower. All right, chat. So I'm still neutral to bearish on the daily. 5 minute time frame. What context do we have here? Asia highs have been taken. Daily pivot EQ. This zone right here. Very simple. Bullish if we hold above. Bearish if we hold below. There's that daily key zone that we can go and test. So I'll see what we do there. Nasdaq weekly. Let's just run through the weekly. Alrighty. Nasdaq on the weekly, definitely bearish. Two consecutive bearish weekly closes. There's your some type of double top formation. We can literally now, chat, come all the way down in this range, all the way down here. And the first zone of interest that I think we can find some type of demand is here. All right. That was that previous little resistance area. There was support. So I'm expecting us to continue bearish. Look at this weekly. We took a previous weekly high. We engulfed that previous bearish weekly. So this is definitely bearish for me on the weekly. I don't know if the equity markets are sending us an omen of what's to come for the election, because it's almost like the markets are pricing in a Harris victory. All right. If you look at poly markets, Trump was leading in quite a few of the states. That is now, I don't know how you feel about it. So poly markets is like over-the-counter markets where you can bet on the election. We know 99 or 90% of traders lose money.
Mm-hmm.
So if everyone's betting on Trump, that is not good, because that means most of the guys are going to be on the wrong side.
For sure,
which when I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, can it be? Daily time frame for me as well. There's that little neckline, bearish while we stay below that. And then on the lower time frame, let's check the lower time frame. Asia high still intact, monthly pivot here, daily pivot EQ. I'm going to mark out quite a big zone, Chad, because all of this is important. Bearish below there, bullish if you hold. There's your daily zone. Gold quickly, almost done here. Weekly on gold for me is a little bit tricky. I'm going to tell you guys why. We closed bullish, closed with a massive wick to the upside. We took the previous weekly high, but we didn't take the low. So in all technicality, you would actually expect now a bullish continuation to go and fill that wick because it's still closed bullish. The bears couldn't take control. And then on a daily perspective, this is quite interesting for me. If you look at this range right here, the daily failed to hold that breakout, Chad. So I'm expecting us to come all the way back down here. All right, this daily also no bottom wick. At one stage, it's going to try and create a bottom wick. But now if we keep on trading below that weekly pivot, we're going to come all the way down here, 27.15. 5 minute time frame, let's check the 5 quickly. Asia highs have been nipped. A lot of rejection off this daily pivot and Asia high level. So I want to say if we can't get above this daily pivot, I would actually look for shorts into this previous daily low. That's where we gap down to. And then Asia lows. But otherwise, if we start trading above here, bullish. And then last one, GU. Okay, GU, Chad. That's why I said don't look at the size of the candle. We've been bearish because I told you guys we can't be bullish while we're printing bearish order flow and bearish weekly closes. But now the thing is we're back inside of this range. And if we cannot get back above there, what's going to happen here is GU is going to come all the way down here, Chad. Simple range fill. Daily time frame for me is somewhat, I would have started the day off bearish because we've got this zone here where price barely closed below. But now we've gapped up into that key level. So I'm going to go neutral just to see what we are doing here. And then you can see Asia high still intact. Previous daily high for me now is going to become the kicker here. This level here. That zone there. That's the kicker level. And if we can't hold above it, I'm going to be bearish to take this all the way down. Asia lows and to go fill that gap. And GJ, holy shit. What I feel like I'm analyzing 400 pairs here. GJ closed bearish, but we're still bullish. So you can get something like this where you broke out, Chad. You broke out. This little pause here, this little consolidation is just a setup for the next move higher. So I am still overall bullish on GJ. The daily for me as well, if you guys look at this, that's that zone we spoke about on Friday. So we closed back above it. So while we hold this, I'm expecting us to now go back to the upper end of this range up there. So I'm going to be bullish on this, on the daily, bullish, neutral to bullish. The only thing I don't like is that we've already taken Asia highs and we already rejected, or not rejected yet, but I want to say if we can get back above here, the buys are going to be smooth. Otherwise, this could come all the way back down into the Asia range. But Miles, over to you, my brother.
Okay, 100%. Just let me know that price table. Should be fine, right?
There's a perfect. All right, over to Miles.
Right here, guys. Hope we are doing well. Let's have a look at GJ. First and foremost, on the weekly, guys, we are seeing quite a lot of indecision on the candle of last week. So for me personally, guys, I am going to identify this as a possible resistance level that is found here at the QP level 197,500, which has equality there, and now here as well. Okay, that is also going to be showing me there's a loss of bullish momentum at that time period as well. On that daily, what I really like on this daily is, even though you are bullish, guys, price obviously has closed above QP level 197,500 on Friday. However, the body the body has not closed above the wick, and that is important for me because now I can possibly identify that this area right here could be holding as resistance to come back down and pretty much retest the level where it just came from. So if we look where price has came from, There you've got your resistance. That is your drive. This is your pullback for price to tap into liquidity. Essentially, what price should be doing on the daily is continuing the drive to the upside, right? However, if I focus on the candlestick anatomy right now, not to say the drive can't happen, but if I look at the right now, there's liquidity right there. Price struggled to close above that wick, showing me that this area can hold. So let's drop down to that lower time frame I have marked in my current daily high, current daily low, and then you'll see on my 4 hour, I actually have a zone for my 4 hour if it does decide to flip. Reason being, if I look to the left hand side, I have my range high, my range low. This is my range right there. Is that not the exact spot where we are right now at the quarter pip? It is, right? So I'm going to be using that to my advantage if I am to sell off this morning. What price has then done is it popped out, accumulated volume, which is grabbing liquidity, then popped directly beneath that zone again, retesting the resistance, which is this area here, for price to possibly flip further down to come down to these lows. So even though I'm bullish on GJ, my primary target today is going to be to sell it, just because of that reasoning right there. Resistance, price breaks out, then immediately pulls us back in, now retesting that same resistance. If it starts to reject this area, I will look to sell it off to the current daily low, and then possibly further down to 195, let's say 196 flat. And that will be your typical type 3 according to the MFX strategy. My plan, just a quick little disclaimer, this is not financial advice, this is just education and entertainment. So what I do here, guys, this is strictly just my opinion. What I am looking for right now, to be very honest with you, according to my plan, is waiting for this 30-minute closure beneath this level 197,500, a tab back in, a grab of liquidity, and then I'll be putting that type 3 shorts in alignment with what I have just said on that 4 hour, the resistance over there, the daily over there. Do you guys see that? That is the level that I'm going to be trading off of. And then literally all I'm going to be doing on the 4 hour is range trading, high to low, high to low. That's all I'll be doing. So let's see how this 30-minute closes now in the next 7 minutes. I am going to wait for that close at the moment because I did miss my initial entry, which was the 15 closure, tap in, and the drive. So I have already missed my initial entry. I'm going to have to wait for a reconfirmation, even though it is already there. Another confirmation, because I can see in the Zoom, my MFX members did take that trade, is obviously price holding your 5-minute floor right there. There's your confirmation candle. That should be your entry. Your stop should be above there for price to continue driving to that 4 hour flip area. That would be then pretty much be your phase 1 of that structural flip, for price to continue going further down. So for me, my primary target today is just to sell GJ. The buys can happen. The buys will only come above the level 197, let's say 197,600, above that level. But for me right now, boys, I want to sell the shit out of gold. That's what GJ. That's what I want to do. So I'm literally going to wait now for the next 6 minutes. If I can get that, I've got a fish on the line. If not, I'm going to have to wait. Okay. As simple as that, boys.
Gold and gold?
Gold, we're not doing gold until elections is done.
Okay.
So for me, yeah, for me, guys, I'm playing it safe this year. I'm not going to be trading gold until election is done. I think it's the more wiser decision to do. So I'll just be trading GJ, which is main bay anyway. So yeah, let's wait.
Hanu, USD franc, nothing. I can't even tell you if I look at this. It's not bullish, it's not bearish. It's just a range. The weekly as well is still bullish, because we closed above that previous area there. So I would expect this this weekly candle, while we respect that previous weekly low, to continue bullish. And the reason I say that is because this is a typical liquidity play on the weekly. Look at that. At one stage last week, this entire weekly candle was bearish. It traded below a previous weekly low, and look at that, just flipped bullish. So for me, this has got the liquidity behind it now to go bullish. So while we hold this gray zone at 86532, while we hold above there, I would expect this to go bullish for the week. But the daily is not giving me, nothing. I hope that helps. Yeah,
so we got London open in the next 4 minutes, guys. I am looking at a setup on GJ Shorts right now, but I'm going to wait for London open just because the simple reason over here. If I look to the left-hand side at that level there, Chris, you have it right there as well. 197,350. This level
Yes.
right here is an issue for me. So I don't want to take the trade now there. And this is literally just London grabbing volume and then boop. I don't want that. So I'm going to wait for the closure. Hopefully it is a weak bearish closure so that the next candle I can take. Do you want the boo boo? Oi. So
the 200 EMA on.
Is it?
That's also the 200 EMA on the 5 minute.
Yeah, so
that exact same level.
I see. Okay.
So that's gonna be.
Yeah, so it's going to have to be a wait for me, boys, because the initial trade for me that I wanted to take has left the building. The setup is a perfect type 3. Got you engulfing, close you below. Stops there for 18 pips. I should have been about 8 odd pips in profit right now. But because I've missed that initial entry, it's not just a point where I'm like, okay, you know what? I think it's going to go down and let's jump in. No. I've got to wait for that confluence to rise again. And when it arises, I can take it.
But it's going to be the same setup on the 30 minute that you had on the 15.
Yeah, exactly the same. It's just now we're going to do it after open.
And also that's a 200 there on the 30 minute. So price is exactly rejecting off that 200 there. So yeah, I think it can work well. Yeah, Chad, you guys know how we think about the market. Asia has taken, not holding above, so we expect price to go to Asia lows. And this range from where price is currently at, that's a 50 pip range minimum. So
I really want GJ to close weak bearish, something like this. So something like that where it closes around there. Let me just change this quickly. So it closes somewhere around there and then leaves a relatively large bottom wick. Because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking it on the flip of the following candle. So something like this to tap, and then I take it as this candle flips to short it. I don't want it to close too strong bearish. That might be an issue for me. Guys, let's have a loving Monday. I see the chat is going mal again. Let's have a loving Monday. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Let's have a good one. We're all here to learn and get educated. Let's take it easy. Let's take it easy, boys. Let's take it easy. Okay, so London Open in the next 40 seconds. Are you ready for round? What is that? Round 8?
no, this is round 1.
Round 1.
Yeah, we start new, fresh.
Round 1.
Chat, 30 seconds for the new round of the week. Are the guys already going at each other there in the chat?
Bro,
What's
that's what I'm
happening?
like. It's guys, it's Monday. We haven't even hit London Open. I think someone had too much Ricky Lowe this weekend.
What
Ricky Lowe.
what is going on in the chat? Just trade. I'll call out all of my trades I take while chilling with you guys. And you can decide whether you think I'm a waffler or actual. If I'm a waffle. All right, Chad, it is the official round 1. Big week in the markets. Hope you guys are ready. Ding, 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 ding. Fight.
Let's go. Let's see.
You
I
can-
want to see price flip.
Oh, shit, Chad. We're going
Let's
in, yeah.
see.
We're going in. Are you going to short you off the rip?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
No, but you must tell me, my bro. Are we in? Are we in?
No. Give it a couple.
Oh,
Yes,
too
I
late.
am in.
Too late.
Right,
Too
yo.
late.
She is in. She is in.
Too late.
10 is going to be there. Stop above the quarter pip for 17.5. That's TP, is it? Come on, baby. TP1. Danko! Danko. Whew.
Damn.
My runners, I will just let continue go all the way down. That's a quick little 10 for me, boys. Nothing too shabby, nothing too crazy. Just a basic Monday.
Chad, there's going to be another entry off this. There's your daily pivot. There's your 200. There's that daily zone. So on the 5, if you didn't take that explosive little 10, then this is where I'm going to take my entry from. So what we want to see here is a minor support being formed. And then we just want to see a break of structure. That's going to be the entry. That was quick, very quick.
I love it. I love those quick ones, boys. I love those quick
If you blinked, you missed it. What is GU doing? GU, daily R1. Previous daily high. But I was still checking Mr. Waffle Man here. Let me just check.
Right, boys, that was pretty cool. Quick little 10. That was probably like a couple seconds of a trade. Not too shabby for this fine.
No, you can't blink when you trade with Miles.
No, you can't, guys. You got to keep your eyes open.
Eyes, get your eye drops in. Eyes need to be open. Blink, 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 blink. Eyes need to.
My brother, were you looking for that second entry?
Daily pivot. It's this is a
Pivito.
This is a perfect setup here. There's that daily zone, this grey block. There's your 200. Here's your daily pivot. So if it closes below this daily pivot, then that's going to be your move for Asia lows.
I like it.
So this little zone here is going to be your tussle zone. Chad, this is where guys are going to, bulls are going to try and protect that level. Bears are going to try and take it. So there's still, you didn't miss it. We're just going to go with that same order flow if we hold below here. It's just going to be a different entry setup. It's going to be a bearish continuation. And yeah, we're going to just wait for that. Gold. Yeah, gold is in a very... Gold is now in the middle of nowhere. But
yeah, for me, dude. I don't know how you feel about it. You're not trading elections tomorrow, no?
No.
For me, boys,
not at all.
Gold can take a hike until after elections.
I will be trading London though, but the afternoon.
We'll watch it.
Yeah, afternoon.
So you're gonna trade gold in London still?
I haven't been trading gold, to be honest.
Okay.
Like I think I told you or Keegs, gold for me at this stage, there's just too much going on with gold. So
yeah.
if I get a clean setup on gold, but mentally I've switched off from
Yes.
gold. It's I do the analysis, but I'm not actively looking for a trade.
I feel you. Yeah, pretty much me too, guys. I'm just waiting for gold to... I'm just waiting for elections to finish, and then we can have a meeting with gold again and see what's happening.
I think you will start getting some direction because then guys will... it's a new term for a president. Then guys will start placing their longer term bets. But now it's like you're at the end of this democratic term, and the markets are going to react very differently to a Republican president to a Democratic president. So, Michaela, I am waiting for that. For the shuffle. That's why I said don't stress if you don't catch that initial move. There's still, this is a key zone where we're trading at now.
Speaking of shuffle, actually, while I was dropping my kids off at the pool this morning, did you see the first time Michael Jackson,
You got a bit of cotton mouth.
ever did the moonwalk?
I
I actually watched it for the first time today. I was like, okay, that was actually a banger.
Yeah, Chad, so this is a key zone. We can still get a very nice trade if we close below this daily pivot.
Joining Ultimate Traders closed yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday was the final one, boys. This is the first week of Ultimate Trade, right? We're starting this week.
Chad, but we are going to put out a post. So just for you guys, there's going to be 10 spots made available. So if you missed the cutoff last night, there's only going to be 10 because the emails have been flooded. So we're opening only 10 more spots for TUT.
I think this season will be an absolute banger.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this
too.
season. I'm really looking forward to this season.
Nah, Richard, I don't dabble in alcohol. No thanks. Yeah, and I think gold's gonna be crazy this week, boys. Really, I feel like gold is gonna be one of those that's one for the books.
No, I haven't started part-time to full-time. I actually need to make that deposit today because if I did it over the weekend, it would have only reflected by Thursday. So we are starting it off today. Hopefully can reflect a little bit later, and then I'll have the terminal up in front of you guys.
Guys, a big thing for me, and this is why I can back Chris on his possible shorts that's incoming, is that 4 hour, it was literally playing around at its flip area. If this 4 hour is going to flip bearish,
yeah, it could break.
I think it's going to drop right down to the current daily low. And like I said, and this is why I took those shorts, was based off of the idea that you're coming from this equality and all you're going to be doing is a range trade down. I would have actually liked to... It's Monday. My mouth still thinks it's Sunday. I would have actually liked to see the bearish continuation off of that initial sells that I got there. But for me personally, I pretty much took everything off at 10 pips.
You can start trading on your TUT account, Dylan. It's the 4th. It's the start. So you boys can, you guys can start trading those TUT accounts.
Stian, yes, some slots is the evening.
Armand, that's crazy. I'm going to chat to Sport now. I'll chat to Sport now.
Guys, just something I want to mention. If you, not that I'm saying you must take my trades because this is not financial advice, but in your own trading capacity, if you have a setup there and you planned on taking that trade and you missed it, it's okay. Don't just jump in because you missed a trade or feel like you want to take a trade because you missed a trade. It is what it is. You missed the move. Wait for the next setup. You need to be patient to wait for the next setup, because the problem with that is you see the setup there, you miss it there because you're maybe warming up a pie in the oven or something. I don't know. Then what happens is you jump in, and when you jump in, it isn't at the price area that you anticipated it to be, and you then get maybe 7 pips later. Which then what does it do? It then puts you at 7 pips of a disadvantage if you're targeting 10, which means now you need to target 3, which makes the trade pointless. So my best advice to give you is, if you miss a move, just wait for the next setup. It's as simple as that. One thing we know is the markets is always going to be there. It's not going to run away. However, your account can run away if you catch on nonsense. So stick to your plan, stick to discipline, and wait for your setups to arise.
Yeah, I know. There's the answer from Ed. Chad, also remember, price is fractal. If you think about this setup that that Miles was looking at on the 15, he just took it on the 30. Same setup, just a different time frame. And now the same on the 5 minutes, where that was a reversal play on the 15 and the 30. Now on the 5 minutes, you're just going to get a continuation play. Because look at the line chart. I think it's clear to see that from this morning we were printing bullish order flow. All right, we can all agree order flow was bullish, and then at one stage the order flow flipped from bullish to bearish now. So now we're creating some type of structure low, and then once that breaks, that's going to be your continuation to the downside. So the short-term order flow has gone from bullish during Asia to now bearish. And the only way we can really get super bullish on this again is if we create some type of resistance here. We pull back and we break that resistance, because then what happened? We broke that lower high for the SMC boys, that's a market shift, change of character, whatever you want to call it. But in my eyes, that's just another failed range break because, Chad, I've spoken so much about the ranges, how I determine my weekly bias, my daily bias. I know Miles also uses the same concept. If you can just understand that simple term of markets just trade in ranges, it's either gonna reject a range, or it's gonna break out of a range, or it's gonna have a failed breakout where it's gonna try and break out. There's not gonna be enough sustained buyers or sellers, depending bullish or bearish, and the sellers are just gonna push it back into the range, and it's gonna continue down. But that is literally why I say trading is horizontal. It's support and resistance, and we've made it this very weird thing. I don't know, fair value gaps and all of these other stuff.
Yeah,
But if you think about it, it's everything comes back to horizontal levels.
100%. 100%. Literally, even if you're trading a trend line strategy, it's still going to come to horizontal level.
If you pull that where the trend line is left, there's going to be a resistance broke, or
yeah, man. Took me a minute to realize that, but once I realized, I was like, why am I trying to overcomplicate trading? It's not that simple. It's not that difficult. Miles, what's your favorite pie? In normal days, steak and kidney all day. Really? Are you the same?
I don't know why, but that steak and kidney is, especially if it's a little bit chewy. They overcooked it a little bit. Almost like a little chappy.
And then if we have to do like a nanaga, lamb and mint all day. Lamb and mint, venison all day.
Cosmic Root, the way we're doing it this year is you're not going to choose a coach. And the reason we changed it this year is we want to give guys exposure to all of the coaches. So instead of just getting the value of one coach, you're going to get insights to all of them. So you don't have to choose a coach. You can join all of the sessions. So, and again, it's to how can we most benefit the traders? And I feel that is the way to benefit you guys, to get access to all of the mentors. And again, the ultimate trader is not about the mentors. The ultimate trader is about giving back to you guys as traders. It's not really like the first one, we made it like a little bit about the mentors and we're going up against one another, but it's like, dude, it's not about us. It's about you guys.
Miles, do you have kids? Yes. 2 Labradors. A chocolate one and a black one. I actually never had the London.
Bro, so years ago, me and my wife just got married. We went to the church, was there in Newton Park, and this specific garage down the road here. After church that Sunday, we stopped there. Now we haven't made dinner or anything. I stopped there. I get one of those. I don't know. It's like a Russian or something. It's like a cheese griller thing. And I always ask. I'm like, just be honest with me. Let's be real. When did you guys bake these pies? Like, I know how the retail setup works. I'm a retailer myself. I'm like, what's happening here? No, dude, this morning, pies are fresh. I'm like, swear to me. I said I just came from church. Like, don't be. She's like, fresh. I grab one. Just in the meantime, we're gonna go make food now at home. Bro, I eat it while we live in Blue Bay. So ate it, like on the highway, pies done. By the time I stop in Blue Bay at the house, that thing already came up. Sick. And from that, this specific Cecil, that was the first time where a garage pie, it didn't even get a chance to like tickle my stomach a little bit. My body was just like, get this thing out now.
I've never, London, where is this? J Morse.
All right, Chad. GU is quite interesting. This is that zone we spoke about. I cannot short on one single candle. It's anyways pulling back. I only short engulfing candles if it's taken a bullish high. So we're going to monitor this zone here. This is that previous daily high. However, DXY is struggling at that weekly S1, so we just need to monitor what's going on there. US 30 is also now at quite a pivotal zone, as well as NASDAQ. Look at NASDAQ trying to hold that level. There's that 200. So interesting stuff here. Gold still no man's land. GU, yeah, GU is very interesting. GJ also, I'm gonna let GJ simmer a little bit.
Yeah,
I wouldn't long anywhere here, Chad. The only way I can get involved with longs is above here.
What's your price there?
197.65.
Exactly the same as mine.
I cannot try and long here because we below that institutional level. We contained within the Asia range. If we were going to hold outside of it, price there would have pushed and held the Asia highs. So no longs for me here. I'm going to try and get the shorts below the daily pivot or the longs above here. Otherwise, all of this is no trade for me.
I'm 100% with you on that. I love how we, like, guys, this is what's, I think it's a big eye opener for everybody. Like, Chris and I, we don't trade the same, but we see the same. Weird, eh?
But again, it comes...
if you just focus on the basics of the market.
So this entire range, Chad, I don't want to get stuck in here. Below here, sells below there, buys above there. Otherwise...
I'm with you on that. I like the break of that 5 floor, to be very honest with you. That's going to be the 4-hour flip, yeah. I smoked that. Gillen and I can't go there today. Maybe I will. Let's see. J Moore's, let's see what happens. If it's bad, but we're gonna have to choke him or something. If he's giving me a bad recommendation, gonna have to put him in the gulag.
Just trade. What do you guys made? When did this guy? I'm all for new guys, but no, it's okay. I just like to get someone else to spin on something I trade. Chad, if I'm very honest, someone else's opinion on your trade doesn't really matter unless a lot of variables need to line up. If I'm trading a concept different to yours, my opinion on your trade doesn't really have any weight. Like if I don't know how Miles trades and Miles asks me, Chris, what do you think of GJ? It's not really going to matter. If I don't know how he trades, what he's looking at. The same with your trading. So if you trade the same concept or you've been mentored by somebody, then it makes sense. But otherwise, it's like apples and pears. You can't compare the two. And then also you need to be very aware that your own trading plan, you need to follow that. Otherwise, if your trading plan is based on my opinion or Miles' opinion or anyone in the chat's opinion, then it's not a trading plan. Then you're just doing things on the fly, how you feel and what people say. Justin, we are busy with that, my brother. We are busy looking at what you can do, Justin. Do me a favor, go onto your Vault Funder profile section and go edit your profile and go put it in your ID number. Then by your checkout page, that shouldn't be an issue. AJ, mystery TUT is simple. Next 6 weeks, it depends who's going to be the top 3 traders that go the furthest in the competition. So last season, the top 3 all got funded, and the gentleman that won, I think, made 3% on his funded account.
Very nice.
Chris, do you know past MP name is Neville Goldman? I do. So I actually did. I did a project for them many years ago. Ebenezer. I was a structural engineer on some work they did there, and I did some plans for them for Ebenezer. I think it was in Bethelsdorp, but yeah, I haven't. That was many years ago. Any specific reason why you asked that? Justin, ja, ons het 10 spots oopgemaak, so 10 more spots, Chad. You guys can go and grab that. Yes, I've been around, I'm not new. Okay, sweet, man. It's open now, my brother, so jump at it. Okay, sweet, my brother. Hope you enjoy it, man. Hope you enjoy the streams and that you will try and bring value to your fellow Chad. Not signals. Giving trade ideas without context is useless. Join the Discord, Just Trade. Go into the Discord section. There's only trade section, and you can share your ideas there. But just popping chat like I'm shorting EU here without any context, it's dangerous. So don't do that. Exclamation Discord, only charts. Go pop your chart ideas there if you want. And yeah.
This you're not gonna look at GJ shorts anytime earlier than the 4-hour flipper. What's that level? 197.250.
Okay, but why did you? How did you know I know him? Because it's a very specific question. It's like very specific. Chris, do you know Neil Goldman? That was very specific. Keaton, I think so. Alright, chat. There we can see. Now, my thing is, if we get a 5-minute close below this and we get a nice little top wick and the break, this is going to be our move. Alright. So, 1 minute. 1 minute. Here we go. That's going to be your minor. This is going to be a break continuation trade. There's your lower high formed. Remember we spoke about the bearish order flow. There's your lower high formed. There's that minor break of structure. So we're just going with this initial order flow. But I'm going to need to see a close below this daily. What is NCS feeding us here this morning?
Bro,
I'm stuck in an underground club.
Party or something. I second you on that one, dude. I'm pretty happy with that GJ shorts.
P is not that small, my brother. People forget like P's got a population of 1.6 million people, so it's not that small if you put it a little bit into context. I know for some people in P, they think the population is like 1,000 people. Like, I know everybody, I've seen everybody, but 1.6 million people is it's a number.
Yeah,
that's a number. Did you know that's our population in P?
I'm actually shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even me, I was shocked. Personally, for me, I'm gonna wait for the 30 close. 30 close beneath here. That will be the one. The only way to get on is to act impulsively now as this 15 starts to break those lows.
Let me just go split screen quickly. Chad, I'm literally just waiting for this 5. If we get that. Stofie, don't stress. I asked Darren to put you on there. So don't stress. You don't have to fill out the form.
I like that. There's the break with that 15 low. Now that you're engulfing.
I'm just going to go P for TP.
Stop above the top there, boys. Let's grab.
Are you entering now again?
Yeah, boys. I'm gonna take this here according to my plan and my strategy. I'm gonna wait for it to start pressing again. 197,225. Stop loss is gonna be above the whatchamacallit, the quarter pip for 28 pips. This is just my plan, my strategy. I do like now that the 15 has engulfed. As she starts to drive, according to my plan and strategy, I will take this trade. TP1 is going to be at 10 pips. Final TP is going to be at the level of 196,899. Okay. Let's see how she fares. So Chris just went to the bathroom, which means that we should get a TP. Ultimately, the most conservative, my English is gone. Nah, bro, my English data bundle has actually left the building. But the most conservative thing to do would have been to wait for 10:30. However, for me, when I see the sort of setup on the 15 and I get the 15 reject and then a major engulfing, that is a clear indication that I can short the pair, according to my plan and my strategy. Okay. The only way that I could lose this position is if this area on the left hand side does act up, which is there. It shouldn't though. It shouldn't.
Alright.
Go pee again, Chris.
Huh?
Go pee again.
What?
On this TP.
No, I want to trade as well. No topic on this 5. Alright, Chad, this becomes a little bit interesting now because we are already 10 pips away from the daily pivot. Alright, let's see if we can pull back a little bit here.
Okay, I don't want the pullback, guys. I want a TP.
Let's see if we can pull back here.
My thing was just this. This 15 rejected, right? Then came back up to grab liquidity at the QP. For me, if price is going to engulf this heavily and break those lows, I don't see why it should actually pull back. It should just melt. The only reason why I was telling the guys was the only way I could lose this trade is if this area here holds and it starts to reject off of that. But for me, if it's going to hit that TP, it's going to range trade high to low. TP1, I'm going to break even and securing partials.
1 minute. What is GU? Chad, there's that rejection on GU as well. Previous daily high. There's your 200. Here's your daily R1. So if we reject that daily R1, get below that 200, we're going for that daily pivot. Okay, let's
Come on, baby.
see GJ.
Tap it, tap it, tap it. It's right at that TP, boys. That was literally like a nipple. There we go, baby. TP1 smacked. Again, stops to break even. Money in the bag. And I thank you. Right, boys, that is TP1 smacked. We can obviously just let the runners go now, man. Second trade called. Second banger called. Let's go, baby.
10. Okay, chat. Let's see if we get that pullback here. Otherwise, what we will have to do is we're going to have to wait for that pullback here. This is also the 30-minute close, so it's definitely going to create some type of top wick. And then on the 5, if we just break the 5 lows here and go, no trade for me. But if we can pull back, okay.
Can we get that Yesa Legend Licky?
I'm going to throw it on now. I just want to place my order here.
I think this flip of the 50 in the drive is just going to continue going down.
Okay.
With this 15.
All right, Chad. I'm going to go with the sell stop below the session lows. Let's just go, yeah. Okay, so we're pulling back nicely. So here's the thing. If we are going to activate on the sell stops here, that will be after pushing to the upside. And then on that flip, there's enough sellers to drive and Asia lows as a minimum. In all honesty, going for 20 sell stops not activated. And then the other scenario is we wait for that daily pivot to be tested. We wait for the minor break of structure. So it's going to be exactly the same setup. Even if we push up here, it's going to be exactly this break continuation to the downside. If you guys go onto the Discord, under the education section, the trade we are doing is a sell continuation. All right. Let me just snip this for you guys. I'm going to start doing this again. This is literally the trade that we gonna take here. It's exclamation Discord. There's it there. There you can see it. I'll just bring this up so you can see we're creating bearish order flow. We push up, we break that minor structure level there, and you can sell at the break of those lows. All right. So even if we push back up there, reject the daily pivot, it's going to be exactly the same setup. We're just going to use then this as the structure break and not that there. All right. So sell continuation setups at play here. There's your daily pivot. So either way, we're looking for that sell continuation move. GU. You can also look at the same play here. The only thing that makes this a little bit more tricky for me is the fact that we at this 200 EMA here. All right. So you're going to get that initial reaction off it, that 200, but we still have that open gap down here. So I'm going to wait. I'm still looking for shorts on GU as well, but I'm going to wait and see what we do here. So ideally what I would love to see is that first bounce off the 200, maybe even pushing up there, rejecting the daily R1 again, and then getting, I think it was last week, Wednesday, Lyndon. When did we take those shorts after the afternoon live stream session? Exact same setup. This exact same setup, cut and paste. I think Lyndon, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. All right.
So you're gonna take it at the 5 flip now, the break of the low.
No, break of the previous 5 low, the session lows.
I like that. I like that. That's the break of the previous 15 as well. Oh, previous 15 and previous 30 is nice.
Because that gives me confidence that while we push up here, that yeah. So by the time it's gonna break that, it's gonna run.
Schmark it. That's a typical type 3. Well, all the trades I've taken is type 3 counter. I like it.
Alright, Chad, deleting this 20 seconds. Gonna wait now for the next 5 to see what we do. So the ideal scenario now is for the next 5 to test that, because then we know we don't have to come back here again. Then that test is done. So ideally, another bullish push and then just that rejection there. Otherwise, the minor break here we can also consider. When you take your impulse entries, do you take it on the support break low or the actual trending candle low? Like in this case now with GJ. So obviously we broke that support, all right? There we can see. But now we've created a potential support candle there. Would you take the break of that support low or the actual low there?
The actual low of the candle.
That one there? Okay.
Because for me, I would want to see that the candle is actually continuing.
Okay.
Because the problem is, what if the candle
just nips
and continues driving up?
I agree. I'm not a fan of impulse entries, but if you only go for 10, it's not a bad.
Yeah.
It's not like you're gonna get that
Yeah,
liquidity sweep.
for sure. Yeah, so if I was to take another trade, which I can't, obviously I've reached the maximum capacity, I would do it at the break of exactly your entry, to be honest. 197 beneath there, 100 down there. And then now, because it's closed beneath that 4-hour area, if it decides to close back above 197,300, then I would long it. Because then I'll be seeing what it's doing right now.
It's a failed breakout.
Yes,
Liquidity.
yes. Yeah, because remember, we are over bullish. So that's what I would then do.
All right, Chad, as mentioned, there's that little support being formed. There's your daily R1. There's your 200. So that's why you gotta wait and see what we do there. What is Nasdaq doing? Okay, Nas failing to hold that monthly pivot. US 30 also not holding above there. DXY slowly but surely trying to find its way back here. Yeah, just gotta be patient here, Chad. Gotta be patient. And also what I will say is, Chad, if we slowly grind up here and we get a nice bearish engulfing here, let's say faking out above engulfing, then I would take that short as well, because then your advantage point is this current session low, and then you would expect a new low to be formed. So then you get it literally on the daily pivot. And the reason I want this to be tested is because otherwise later on we're going to need to come back to retest it. Milan, did you try and do it via your profile? Go change your profile details if you log onto Vault Funder. So before you go to the checkout page, go to your profile and just go and edit your profile there. Let me just check. If you go top right and you go settings, there by your personal information. But ID number is not there. Let me just check security. It's very odd. All right, chat, 44 seconds. There's that test of the daily pivot rejection. Can we get this minor break of structure here now? Twenty seconds. All right.
She might come now.
All right, you see there, Chad, GU, nice rejection there. Now you've got this 200. GJ, very, very interesting now. If we get a break and close here, the impulse entry is going to be that one on the break of the session lows, and then you would expect price to just catapult. I'm not a fan of the impulse entries, but it is a valid setup. We have rejected the daily pivot. So in an ideal world, if we can close like this in a very ideal, there's that session low break. So this thing can just either pump now, it's going to come straight back up, and you will be liquidity, unfortunately. But if we can close like this, beautiful. That's perfect for me. I'm going to take my shot. But the impulse entry for me, and then GU, what you want to see is you want to see a closure below that 200. And then you want to see that next 5 coming up, testing that 200, and then a break. Armand, yeah, I understand your frustration, my brother, but no need for the caps, my bro. Firstly, last week you emailed the wrong support, so yeah, bear with support. There's that move. On the security tab.
I think that's good night, GJ. From this point on, there should be no retests. It should just continue dropping.
Yeah.
Good night, GJ.
GU. Alright, Chad. There's that GU. Just there, people are full capping. Full caps.
Nice. Nice stuff, man.
Oh, you guys broke the website. No, I never even knew about email etiquette when I started working. And I was always lazy so I was always full caps. And that first email I sent, my director called me and is like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yes, that entire email was in caps. Are you alright? He's like, no, dude. That's, you don't do the full caps thing. Yeah, there is an extension for you guys that emailed, so don't stress, guys. You're not going to miss it. Yo, Chad, look at that. Look at that pullback. Shee, all the way. Chad, what you can do here, and what I'll potentially look at is if we close like this, below that support level, but we have to close below the support level, and we create a top wick for this 5 minutes. You see this 5 minutes got no top wick, and we start off like this. We drive up, we take that top wick, and then we flip bearish. You can use this entire wick fill as your advantage point, but you're gonna first need to drive up. Okay, that's the idea here. So if we get that, okay, not this. All right, it's just going straight for the wick fill. But the expectation would be that this wick will get filled. And then GU, we've rejected the daily R1. It's just this 200. So at this stage, GJ, I might not get my entry on it. I might not get my entry. Miles had quite a nice one earlier this morning. Yeah, I might not get my entry here, Chad. There's 80% of the wick filled. No top wick on this candle either. There's your minor break of structure. So we want to see two things here. We either want to see a nice little 5-minute support off this 200, and then after that just a minor little structure break, and that's going to be our entry. So GU, there's still a lot of room. Then also DXY. Okay, DXY getting into that weekly S1. So I think I'm going to shift my focus now to GU. Let's see if we can get that GU trade. GU. Actually a nice break on the 15 year, Chad. If you look at this, there's your 15 minute, rejection. Then your 15 minute already tested that daily R1. So we can even consider this. Yeah, Chad, I'm actually going to consider this on the 15 minute. I'm going to have sell stops below that previous 15 minute low. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like the 15 minute coincides with what we want to do with the 5. So I actually have sell stops below. That's what's going to be the session low. And I want to see, I'm going to go with something like that, 12 pip stop. And I want to see if we can get to these Asia lows. That's also going to be your 15 minute, your 15 minute 200 EMA. So sell stops below the session lows, and once we break that on a 15 minute time frame, not in yet, Chad, not in yet. I will let you guys know. Not in yet. Alright, that has now been activated. GU on the 15. And we had that 15 minor break of structure. There was your structure break on the 15. That bearish candle also pulled into the daily R1, rejecting it, breaking the session lows. And now the 15 as well, giving us that bearish continuation, that structure. The exact same one we printed earlier, that one there. So you literally have that same break of structure, and the expectation would be for us to continue. If this is going to reverse, what's going to happen is you're going to see this candle flip bullish, and this bullish candle will take out that previous 15 low, which will then signal some type of double bottom, and then price will go all the way back into this range up there. All right. That is if we are on the wrong side of the market. Otherwise, we could just see a very nice drive here into Asia lows being the first target, and then even going for that wick fill, Chad.
So I had a chat to the guys at the back now.
Yeah.
I think we all keen on doing November.
Yeah, I already started.
So perfect. So beard or just mustache?
That's my thing. I don't know what is the standard. Like I'm going full beard now.
Okay.
Up until we decide, is it just a stash or a beard?
Let's see the Google rules.
I know there are some unspoken rules, but I haven't.
So it's just a mustache.
Is it just a
Just
stash?
a mustache.
Okay. So we're going a stashy.
Stash only is good.
I'm in.
Stash.
I'm in.
Stash only and Crocs.
Crocodilios.
I think we're in on that.
Oh, GJ, very nice. Just didn't get my entry on GJ. There was your 15 break structure, retest of the daily pivot. So yeah, that is what it is, Chad. You gotta, we we're making do now with what GU can maybe produce.
What dogs with GU 15 pips?
Yeah, I wanna see what we do here. The thing is, we've got that open gap. So
Oh, I see on the left.
we've got that open Sunday gap there. I'm not going to target the full gap, but I would be very happy with this 13 because that's also the 200 EMA on the 15, and we also trading away from this 200 year. Only thing though, Chad, I'm going to be honest with you, we haven't tested the backside of it. So I just want to make you very aware. We can either just melt here, but I just want to make you aware there could be some drawdown here as we go back to test that and then reject. So you can get something like this. So you can jump out now at break even if you don't want to sit through it, but also this thing can just continue to die here. So that's you got to be happy with both outcomes. So either you're going to sit through that little pullback and you are happy with that, or you say, I'm not happy with that. I'm rather going to wait for that pullback to re-break, then that's your play. How did the 30 close? Oh yeah, the 30 was bullish. There's that impulse entry as well.
One thing I must say, the moves are very clean. It's just quite volatile today. Very clean moves, though.
Yeah, little pullbacks, and like I said, I'm not really bleak about GJ, but I just didn't get my entry criteria.
Yeah, which is good that you're disciplined to wait for that. Because a different day would have bred different results.
So we had to go with the brother, the younger brother.
But for me, it's looking quite good as well.
I think technically there's nothing that should stop it.
Yeah.
You've got nothing in this area, like you would call it a LTA. There's nothing in this area specifically, so you could just mirror the price action that you had here. Could just be mirrored on this side, Chad, where you just get a nice clean flip to the downside. But it's just this 5 minute. I think as soon as this 5 rejects that, then I think we're good. And then DXY, okay, there's that level now on DXY. That weekly S1, I think as soon as DXY can hold that, the GU trade should be good. The GU trade. We aren't trading into any data points here this morning. Just the European PMIs, no pound PMIs.
Chad, has anybody else been struggling to get Kate Renata tickets today?
What tickets?
Kate Renata.
Kate Renata. What is that?
It's a artist, DJ, producer.
Kate Renata.
Kate Renata. Coming down on the 5th of Jan.
In P?
Nah, Cape Town.
Cape Town.
Oh no, P, you would never get that. P's best thing is
Garage pies.
Garage Pie, Koos and Jan by Sky, doing karaoke.
Choo.
That's about it. Menta James. Usia Samantha. Kamka Bianca. Yeah, we might get Kamka Bianca.
Chad, yeah, there's nothing wrong with not trading the election. You got to realize that it's something that's ongoing, and people are going to make a decision either way. So while the elections are ongoing, you'll start to see some hints of where it's going to go. Because remember, the majority of market participants think the same way. They want to get ahead of the curve. So you are going to have some guys that, let's say you want to put 100 million into the market and you start seeing that the polls are showing Trump is ahead. You're going to say, listen here, throw $10 million in so long. Let's just get a little foot soldier in there. And now as it starts cementing, you can go another 10. And then let's say you're 50%, and then you just tell your investment advisor, listen here, as soon as Kamala concedes, you throw that 50 in, you just get me filled. I just want to be in the market. So that's why you're going to see some initial spikes up and down. But once either candidate has conceded, actually Kamala is not going to concede. Biden actually needs to concede because he's still the sitting president. So as soon as the results come out and you're going to see that phone call between the two candidates, then you know it's final.
Chris, thoughts on Nvidia listing on Dow Jones in place of Intel?
It's very interesting. I saw that last week. Intel, obviously a massive, massive company. I don't think it's going to be anything bad for Nvidia. It's just become a large cap stock now. It's not in the tech bubble section, so it's big. It's massive. It's good for Nvidia. I love their CEO and founder, Nvidia CEO and founder. All I don't like about Nvidia is a lot of big players that I chat to. Everyone is they're throwing a lot of money at it without any remorse. It's just like get me in, buy, and it's like that trade can become overcrowded. It's like that where everyone is on the same bus. It's like, ooh, this bus is a little bit full. Why is everyone on the same bus? So hopefully we don't get the same scenario. Chat, I just want to check here. 15 minutes. If this next 15, not this current one, this next 15 closes and we are not yet break even, and then that's going to be my timed exit. Remember, 30 minutes, that's my timed exit. It's still printing bearish order flow. It's still taking out session lows. That's why I've got this note here for myself as well. If it holds a level and market structure is still in your direction, hold the trade. So while it's holding below this daily R1, while it's printing bearish order flow, there's nothing that I need to do here. All right. Even if I get 2 5-minute candles pushing up here, that is just the pullback to create a lower high. But if it then creates a resistance, price pulls back, and then that minor resistance gets broken, then that is my cue to get out of the trade. All right. But I'm just gonna pee. This thing is slow. This is a slow
P
burner.
for TP.
Bro, GU is a slow burner. You could actually do an entire Forex course while you wait for your TPs, yeah.
Look, Leno, we're going to be trading until the 20th of December, right, Chris?
I think we said it
20th.
That's Friday.
The last Friday. I think it's the 20th or 21st. So for me, Leno, for me personally, I feel like a lot of people just use it as an excuse.
20th, yeah.
20th? Perfect, yeah. We're going to be running until the 20th of December.
You're going to get that December bag.
Yeah, man. There's no reason for us to not be trading. I feel like a lot of people just use it as an excuse, man. My thinking is, as a trader, if you're a real trader, there's nothing you need to go on holiday from. You know what I mean? Because you can do it wherever you are. It's a lifestyle. If you're doing this full time and you're consistent and you know, earning what you need to be earning, what are you taking a break from? That's just been me this whole year. There's no, like, I haven't taken time off because I don't need to. I feel like a lot of people just use that excuse. It's the same thing like a lot of people say, no, they don't trade Mondays and they don't trade Fridays. That's just an excuse. Yes, Lyndon. Hopefully of that J more pies as well. Angelo, no stress, brother. I will see you tomorrow. Have a lekker one. Yannette, have a lekker one. I got you, brother. %. Brian, I totally agree. Lyndon, I got you. I got you. Nah, dude, I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna shoot shots or whatever, but for me personally, dude, after 8 years of experience, there's no need that I need to stop trading in December. The only time I'm gonna stop trading in December is around the 20th. It's that into Christmas, it's bank holidays, until about your second week in Jan. That's the only time where I will see that there's gonna be a low volume. Other than that, December period, there's volume, my dude. But I won't get into that.
Setup.
Yeah. Have I ever traded a small account? Yeah, dude. I literally started trading with fuck all. I come from nothing.
Alright, Chad. Let's see what the markets are doing. It is slow and steady Monday. This thing's gonna need to do something for us to keep us excited here. Let's see what we do with this retest on that 200. We just want the chef's kiss and then goodbye.
Yeah. For those asking, yes, GJ is bearish on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, that is. I just didn't change it. We had to dive into that setup quickly this morning.
From the 20th till the 14th of Jan, all of the successful traders are in the Maldives.
Sun's out, buns out.
Oh, damn. Getting some tans on the buns. Chad, what I am going to say on this GU trade. Stops already 12. You can put it just above like 11, just above that 30. We shouldn't take out that 30. If we do, it is gonna reverse on us. But it's still looking good. And even if you look on the 30, look left with me here if you may, Chad. There you can see that is your failed range breakout. Alright, so we broke above, we came back, we broke back inside, that bullish candle rejected, we had a 30-minute break, and this could all just be the pullback for the new 30-minute to then flip bearish, break that low, and that should be the move. There's your retest of this area, potentially your retest there, or like I said, it's not off the table. This thing can just pop bullish and come all the way back up. But everything is indicating towards bearish order flow. Alright, there's that 200 now. 2 seconds. So if this next candle starts to break up into this range and above there, that is going to be the trade. Alright.
Nah, Juice. I'm not gonna like vouch for that. I just feel like then it's not a. You can't blame your lack of ability on a day. You can't. It's a lack of ability.
What is that?
Too many stop loss hit on a Monday. That's why they don't trade. Nah, dude. I thought the same thing. I was like, no, you know what? Mondays is a hangover day for the market. Friday there's maybe no volumes. That's just an excuse for your lack of trading. You gotta knuckle down, boys. Knuckle down. Keith and Oliver, what is the best way to get started in trading? Brother, honestly, education first. Learn how to trade before focusing on making money. It's the best thing. Pull up to the stream every day. We provide education for free. Every day you can see how we trade, the way we trade. And then if you want to take it a step further, you've got Project G and you got Millennial FX mentorship program as well.
What is DXY doing? Yeah, DXY rejecting their chat. Let's just check US 30. Okay, back here again. Very slow Monday. Nasdaq in that zone, so no trade there yet. There's gold. Okay, as mentioned, that's going to be your level that you're going to test. And then also your previous daily low. So if this holds, then this can come all the way back up here again. But if that breaks, that's going to be super bearish for gold. And then there's that 200 test now. I'm giving this literally 8 more minutes. All right, there's my timed exit. If you go exclamation Discord, somebody asked me the other day, Chris, give us an idea of a trade plan. And if you go into exclamation Discord, I've given you guys one. I'm actually going to spruce this up for the new year. But there's my entire trade plan, Chad. That's literally everything I use. How I get my daily, weekly bias, what I want to look for, ideally for sells, for buys, how I build my contextual framework around my trades, my trade management. I share everything in here. And again, not financial advice. It's just I've tried to give as much information for the community. That's always been my heart with my own trading journey. And yeah, everything is there. Like I told you guys, in all honesty, if you say you don't have the money to pay for any of the stuff that is paid, let's say the 750 Rand a month or miles, which I think is $57. $59. If you can't afford that, then there's so much free resources here that you don't actually need to pay for that.
100%. Dude, I don't know about you, but I like just watching. I don't trade GU, but it looks good to me. Especially after this 5 minute start to doing golf like that. I feel like a 5 minute close beneath that level, so you can continue going bearish.
Yeah, there's that 30 now. Like I said, that 30. Everything, even with your strategy would have looked at this rejection here back in the range. Yes, and you might have taken that impulse there, impulse break. I just waited for the break continuation. I actually took it on the 15. Sorry, when you were out, I told the guys there. So this 15 here broke below, retested there already. So I took it on that break. Okay. And that was basically the trade. It's
dude, I like this setup, man. I'm not gonna lie. I like this setup. Looks good to me. I feel like you're safe. This was just the retest. The break of the highs, now re-breaking the lows, going to show me that was the last grab of volume.
Liquidity.
Yeah. I think you're fine, my man. Where's your TP1? All the way at the bottom. How much is that?
No, it's like 13.
What?
This is GU is slow.
Is this whole thing 13?
This is 13.
No way.
I swear to you, my bro. This is. I might even lock it in here for like 10.5, Chad. Just on the 30 minutes. This flat body here, Chad. That flat body there. I've actually set. If this thing just burns down, there 10.5. So I've actually set my TP there. That's the flat body support area.
10 is 10, bro. 10 is 10.
10 is 10. The stop was 12. It's a 1-to-1 for the oral monsters in the chat. But yeah, Chad, I've literally set my TP there. And also what I'm going to go and do as well is I'm going to move my stop right in behind this 30. So we've halved our stop to 5.5 because in all honesty, if this thing now flips back bullish, breaks its own high up there, then we're in cuck.
We wouldn't want to be in it,
Yeah, then we're in cuck. But
very well managed. Very, very well managed.
So we're giving it still this room. We're going to trail the stop down. And hopefully we can just get that one last punch. That punch down here.
Come on, baby. Come, GU.
Slow and steady.
Bring it home for the boys. 3 for 3 on this Monday morning. Bring it home.
Yes, your finger was quick, bro. I couldn't even take your trade. It was like, what? In, boom, bah,
Quick,
out,
fast.
Pull, TP, go to P, chat, short, boom. I'm like, what? Wait, pull, 10 pips. W's in the chat. I'm like, fuck, dude. I couldn't even, like, Chad, this man should give us a warning. It's just like, you're still busy there with your coffee. It's like, in chat. Wow, wait, what? In, where? Nah, bro, that was the, you, listen, I'm a slow starter on the morning. You got to be like, Chris, get ready.
Chris, we're doing it. Let's go.
You can't
I got you.
You can't bump and run me like that. This man is mauling me.
So the blue line is at 200 EMA, huh?
This one, yeah.
And the red?
Red is just, I think that's the 50. So these three are the 200, 150,
Okay, I got you.
20, if I'm not mistaken. What is DXY?
Is Lyndon still married to GU?
Yeah, he loves GU.
He loves GU, I got you.
I also love GU. Like I told you guys, GU is like my baby. I love GJ as well, but I think what hurt me with GJ is going for those extended targets, and with everything that's going on, it's less likely to happen unless you're gonna be happy to just hold your stop loss open. But the moves on GJ, like you'll get that 10, but even if you look at it now, if you had to hold, there would have been periods of drawdown. It's like, is this trade still it?
GJ was definitely one of those where it's just
grab your
tap
10 and
go.
run.
Yeah, tap and go.
I love that. And that's why I've put it on now again.
quick in and out. 10 is 10, 10 for the day. You're out of here. I mean, shit, what time was that TP? The first TP, was it like in the first
That was quick, dude.
2 minutes
Quick,
London Open? Was a couple second trade, you're done for the day. 9 o'clock, you're styling, you're chilling, you eating pawpaws and watermelon at home.
What's your main baby though?
GJ, dude. Look, the strategy was built on GJ.
No, London. He's saying GU is my second baby.
Maybe J-Moore Pies.
Oh shit.
J-Moore Pies. I don't. Okay, Dad.
Okay. If you want to do that unique impersonation for us.
What, throwing steaks on coals?
Hey guys, dis die ding van die 10 pip strategie. Jy het nie baie pips nodig nie. Kyk vir my, ek het nou net 10 pips geëet en ek is nou op pad om hierdie kar van my weg te gee. Die maklikste is koop ons 10 pip strategie en jy kry 'n entry. En as die 10 pip strategie nie werk nie, kan jy gaan vir 5 pips. Either way, pips gaan gekry word. Maar guys, dit is wat dit is. Dit is wat dit is. Ek is nie hier om julle te try kry om iets te koop nie, maar koop nou die 10 pip strategie. Ek sê hom net.
Koop die bot.
Koop die bot nou. As hy nie werk nie, het jy nog steeds 'n bot.
What the fuck?
Guys, so ek sit nou vanoggend hier en ek kyk hoe hierdie ou oor kan die tafel vir my miles van Wyk 10 pips vat en ek dink vir myself, kan ek dit in 'n bot sit? Ek kan. En ons kan die bot verkoop en dit sal die MVW bot wees.
Oh my gosh.
Die miles van Wyk 10 pip masjien. Amper soos die bok masjien, maar hierdie gaan die 10 pip masjien wees.
Mal.
Yeah, shame man, that ook is a lot. Like I said, I don't think anyone in this office that is our type of guy. It's just like birds of the same feather flock together. And yeah, Steve, my dude, it's he's a lot. He's a lot. He is quite a bit. Miles.
It's too much for me. Like I can't.
The best was for me when that channel Afrikaans memes. When it's like, hey guys, ek wil 'n trick wys, and he threw the steak on the coals, and the guy's like, nee, jy gaan ons niks wys nie, kry 'n fucking rooster. Kry 'n rooster.
I saw that video.
Jy gaan ons niks wys nie. When I saw that, I was like, yo, Afrikaans people. And you know what's the issue though? The Afrikaans demographic is, and nothing against Afrikaans people, ek soek Afrikaans, maar the Afrikaans demographic is a demographic that's gonna sniff you out. They're gonna be like, nah, this is too good to, like, they want that more mature, like, hey guys, this is the stats, this is what we've done, have a look here. That type of marketing is not gonna work with the Afrikaans demographic.
Totally agree with you.
But yeah, it is obviously working. The man is selling a shit ton of the bots.
Die bots. Hy verkoop baie die bots.
Did you see the legend Bucky one? Hey, I mean, I don't follow him. You know, it's just too much for me. My social battery will die within a day if I had to follow that guy. I just sometimes see him when somebody sends me something of him, or I see him on my For You page. Alright guys, dit is nou tyd dat ons hierdie bot story onder die rug kry.
Lekker pella.
Lekker boys. Kom ons kyk bietjie wat die bot gedoen het. And then you get somebody that swears him in Afrikaans. Hey, jy is 'n peer. And then he's like, ag nee pella, dis nou nie nodig om daai tipe tol hier te gebruik terwyl ons net geld print met hierdie bot nie. Terwyl jy my peer vloek, print ek geld met die bot. Upfinish by.
I think she means
Nah,
JP.
dude, I even think JP van der Spy would be like, dude, you're too much. Like, you're too much. JP van der Spy is a lot. Oh, baby, you're so sexy. Oh, hoe doen julle dit? Hoe is julle net die hele tyd so sexy? Oh, baby. Chad, I'm not gonna lie. That guy's maybe like a South African daddy. I'm just Chad. All I'm saying is, bro. All I'm saying is that man is a little freaky. That man is a little freaky. No, I don't have anything against JP. I just mean like he gives me that things could get a little bit gnarly at his house parties. Things could get a little bit wild. Well. But when that man gets freaky on Instagram, oh, Bianca is so... Oh, baby. Oh, julle kyk net hoe sexy is die girls.
Oh my god, dude.
Julle sexy tiertjies. Het julle nou net uit die zoo uitgebreek, want julle is sexy tiere. Chat, I'm gonna go, bro.
Kyk eens man, hier klap die bot die TP.
Hey manne, hierdie is die Chris en Miles collab bot. Ons lock it in hierso.
Come on baby, give us that 10.
Chad, that was 10 there. I locked it in there. I'm not gonna...
Danko!
Okay, wait, but you guys know what that means. Let me just bring this
Jy's 'n legend, laat ek hoor.
Oh, Chad, baby. This is for Miles' 2 trades, and this is for my little baby, yeah. Miles, what do you say?
Ons is die legends. Jy's 'n legend, John, koop my bot nou.
Alrighty. Now, Chad, JP van der Spy is... I would love to meet him. He looks like a lekker guy. But then I wanna honestly ask him. I'm like, JP, jy's bietjie freak, jy. Jy's bietjie... JP is a biggie freaky, dude. Have you seen JP when he does
Actually, when
that?
I was in Cape Town last month, he actually drove past me and I think it was a 458. No.
So
beast,
that man's got some
Yeah,
nice
the
cars.
black one.
Yo.
Yeah, some fresh drops, I won't lie to you.
Bro, but you see, he doesn't feel a shit for those cars. The girls drive them. They sit with like their feet on. They back the car. Have you seen that?
My inner car
Dude.
enthusiast cringes. Like,
Dude, when I saw that, I'm like,
I'm
there's
melting.
no way. It's like smoothies, sipping that on a...
right, boys, on stream with Mr. Big Man himself, Mr. Dix.
W's.
3 trades
Yes, a
called,
legend.
3 trades won. Let's go. Yes, Eugene actually saw that. I saw that on. Where did I see it? It was a show. You know, it was. Top Billing? Was it Top Billing? I think it was Top Billing.
What is that? JP.
Now, Salwin. He did something about Vodacom. He was involved with Vodacom, something about that. That dude has Koenigsegg's and guys, holy.
Oh, Keegan mentioned it. Keegan mentioned
GJ.
Chad, look at that. There we go.
GJ.
There we go. GU. Beautiful. Chad, this for me is textbook. GJ, Miles took his entries on the higher time frames. For me, that take the lower time frames. GJ was difficult to get in. Same idea. That's the beauty here. Shared the same contextual idea of the trade. Let me see if I could have. Nah, I wouldn't have. No, well played there, Miles.
Appreciate that, my
Miles, will you teach me your entry criteria?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Miles said
We
for,
are signing Chris up for
but
TUT.
only if I buy your bot. Eh?
No, you have to buy the 10 per bot. And if it
Oh,
doesn't work,
okay,
at least you
okay.
tried.
Okay.
That's the main thing, yeah.
Chad, so here's my thing. I've told you guys price is fractal. So this was the break continuation for me. Beautiful. The context of this was that Asia highs failed to break out. There was your daily zone. I told you guys I'm bearish on the weekly. We took this on the 15 minute. You could have taken it on the 5 as well. 5 would have been a little bit more difficult. I think I would have missed it on the 5 because this would have been your entry down there. And then your levels. Asia low, that's your low hanging fruit. And then on the 15 minute, the 200, that's also there, weirdly enough, at Asia lows. And then the 30 minute is where we broke through. So beautiful, beautiful trade. If you are in the business of holding trades, dude, you can go for this 40 per bang here. I'm just saying, I'm not going for that. I took my money off the table and ran. And like I said, if DXY gets above this level and then gets above this, I think dollar is back on track. But Miles, I don't think we need to sugarcoat anything else here. When is the bot launching?
It's already launched.
Is it already
It's
launched?
already launched, yeah.
Okay.
Use code STAYCOPICOLA for
Alright.
10% off.
No wrister.
No roast of straight on the coals.
Challenging him to buy. Hanu, yes, dude, I was net te veel. As jy hom gaan manage. Hey guys, hier's die ouens met 'n neural netwerk wat my wil challenge met my MQL5 bot
Bot.
wat net koop of verkoop.
Koop die bot.
Koop die bot nou. 10 per bot. Alright, Chad, listen here. Any closing remarks here?
Nah, look guys, I feel like it's been I can't deal with
10
it.
per bot.
It's been a great session, boys. Actually slaughtered both pairs today from myself and Chris. I feel like, once again, just sticking to the plan. Nothing different, nothing crazy. Simple strategy as we use every single day has provided us with the results. And it's going to produce different results on a different day. But today, once again, GJ and GU on a complete stretcher. Thanks, boys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm out.
Chad, peace and love, baby. We'll see you guys 4 p.m. Please take note. Don't start waiting around from 3 p.m. getting yourselves into trouble. 4 p.m. start today. That is when we're starting going for the rest of the year. We'll talk about some admin later in the month, but the 15th will be the last day, actually the 14th, the last day where Keegan will be on. And for that last week, unless we decide something else, for the last week, the 16th, wait, I don't know why I'm so bad with these dates, but then from January, that Monday is going to be the 13th. The 17th is the Friday. Oh, sorry, I'm in January. What am I doing? The 16th is that Monday. All right. So I think there's a public holiday there. Yeah, Day of Reconciliation.
Yeah.
I think we might do a quick one if you're happy with that.
100%.
Just come in chat. So we'll
100%.
still just to get a full week, and then that 20th will be the last one, that Friday. And I think we're just gonna do London
For that week.
Yeah, what do you think?
I'm in,
Or
bro.
do you, yeah, I'm just thinking, Chad. I also do want to start winding down a bit because I'm early back in January back.
Which date you coming back in Jan?
Are you happy to start on the 8th?
That's what I actually want to come back. Yeah,
8th,
I don't really wait that long anymore to come back.
I'm gonna already, like, from the 6th start easing in, but then I'm gonna say Wednesday the 8th, because usually up until the 15th the markets are relatively slow.
Yeah. But I just want to get us back into it. You can start.
Yes, so I'm thinking the 8th of Jan we will officially recommence.
Yeah, let's do it.
So then it's only, Chad, is like literally 2 weeks you guys are alone. Take a break as well. Spend some time with
Family, yeah.
Chad, but it was a good one. Beautiful. Trades were taken, trades were won, and we will see you guys 4 p.m. Peace and love, baby.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
We could be taking control. 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 Something magical, 'cause no one else seems to even bother. Looks like I'm on my own, facing this loneliness. It is hard to be found when no one's looking. I'm feeling left out and I keep screaming. No one ever understands it. Feels like I became an Atlantis. Hidden sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Floating through the clouds, out emerges from beneath.